What's up, guide hunters? If you want to become overpowered in Evomon without wasting time on slow progression, this guide is for you. A few smart decisions early on can make a huge difference, and today we're going over the best starter, leveling methods, and progression tips that will help you grow much faster. Let's start with the most important choice you'll make at the beginning of the game. When you first start playing, you can choose between Bubble, Blaze Pup, and Leaf Bun. All three can work, but Bubble currently provides the smoothest path through the early game. The reason is simple. Verdant Valley, the first island, is filled with rock-type enemies. Since Bubble is a water-type monster, it has a natural advantage against many of the enemies and bosses you'll encounter there. This allows you to clear fights faster, gain levels more efficiently, and progress through the first area with fewer problems. You will also notice that Bubble remains useful beyond the first island. When you eventually reach Lava Crack, you'll encounter many fire-type monsters. Water types perform very well there too, which gives Bubble continued value throughout multiple stages of progression. Once you've picked your starter, your main focus should be following the story quests. If you're just starting out, this is the best way to progress because the quest line naturally guides you through each island while keeping your level in line with upcoming content. Each new island introduces stronger monsters and different elemental matchups. Verdant Valley focuses heavily on rock types, while later areas introduce different challenges. One thing that helps a lot is building your team around the area you're currently exploring rather than worrying too much about future islands. Eventually, leveling starts to slow down, and that's when efficient EXP farming becomes important. One of the best methods is running the dungeon-style challenge areas found on islands such as Petal Pond. These areas allow you to fight waves of monsters while earning EXP rewards and additional bonuses depending on how efficiently you clear them. Trainer battles and NPC fights are another excellent source of EXP. If your team is strong enough to defeat opponents quickly, these battles become one of the most reliable ways to level your monsters, while also collecting useful rewards and materials. Here's a progression tip many players overlook. Capturing new monsters is valuable even if you don't plan to use them. Every time you register a new creature in your collection, you receive rewards that contribute to your overall progression. Over time, these rewards add up surprisingly fast. As your collection grows, team building becomes more important. Instead of filling your party with only powerful monsters from one element, try creating a balanced team that covers multiple types. This gives you more flexibility when facing bosses, trainers, and new island challenges. A strong team can include Bubble or its evolution line for water coverage, a fire-type monster such as Spark Kit, and eventually a Fox, a grass-type option, and additional monsters that help cover other weaknesses. Having variety makes progression much smoother than relying on a single powerhouse monster. You should also pay attention to move types. Some attacks scale with attack, while others scale with special attack. Matching your monster's strongest stats with the correct moves can significantly improve your damage output during battles. As your monsters gain levels, evolution becomes one of the most important progression systems. Reaching evolution milestones unlocks stronger stats and new abilities. However, leveling alone is not enough. Many evolutions also require elemental stones or other special materials obtained from battles and bosses. This means your goal shouldn't be limited to farming EXP. You should also collect the materials needed for future upgrades. Trust me, preparing ahead of time makes later progression much easier. Once you reach the higher islands, the focus starts shifting toward optimization. Boss farming, world events, and cooperative battles become increasingly important sources of rewards. World bosses in particular can provide some of the best rewards available, especially when you contribute significant damage. Daily quests, merchant rotations, and raid-style activities also become valuable for collecting rare materials and useful progression resources. At this stage, Success comes from building a complete and balanced team rather than simply having the highest level monsters. So if you want to become overpowered in Evomon, start with Bubble, follow the story progression, use the XP farming areas efficiently, build a balanced team, and invest in evolutions whenever possible. Players who focus on smart progression instead of random grinding usually reach the mid and late game much faster. If this guide helped you progress faster in Evomon, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Evomon Roblox guides, beginner tips, farming strategies, and future update coverage. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next guide.